Thank you for choosing the good old couch as your entertainment provider. Please sit back and relax. We will be with you shortly.
Engines roar, black tracks burn ahead. Victory smell living in my head. Tires screaming, gripping the way. Fueling the fire, it's my game to play. Helmet down with the finish in sight. Adrenaline rush filling the night. Dust and sparks shaping the day. On the circuit I'm here to stay. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Crowd cheers loud like a thunderous wave. Under the lights, the champion they crave. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail. First. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Sweat drips steady, the tensions grow. Ready, steady, let that power flow. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Yeah. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Sweat drips steady, the tensions grow. Ready, steady, let that power flow. Yeah. Crowd cheers. Yeah. Yeah. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail. Engines roar, black tracks burn ahead. Victory smell living in my head. Tires screaming, gripping the way. Fueling the fire, it's my game to play. Helmet down with the finish in sight. Adrenaline rush filling the night. Dust and sparks shaping the day. On the circuit I'm here to stay. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Crowd cheers loud like a thunderous wave. Under the lights, the champion they crave. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail. First. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Sweat drips steady, the tensions grow. Ready, steady, let that power flow. Speeding hearts, we own
Hello and welcome everybody to race number 6 of our good old couch ADS F1 24 League. Tonight, race 6 will take place in Canada, but before I get ahead of myself, you're joined again tonight by myself. I'm Anomaly and my fantastic co-host Persephone.
Hi.
Welcome, Persephone. I never know if I should do like the welcome, Persephone, or just like say Persephone and then just leave you to it.
I think maybe one day we should talk about it, right? I think we never talked about it. Like, I know when you do a stream with other people, it's like, and my lovely co-host, and then you say, I'm Anomaly. You know?
I think we need to find you something as well, like a I'm Anomaly type of thing, but like with Persephone. Let's work on that. If anyone has any suggestions, drop it in the chat for us.
Yeah. I feel Persephone is not as like chirpy, you know. She is forced to be in Hades like 6 months out of the year. I just want to say that.
That is true. That's true. I also just want to give a quick shout out there to everybody in chat. Welcome again. We love having you guys here with us. Also, thank you to Fonman via Twitter there for the sub, the tier 1 sub there. We do appreciate all the support that we get from you guys, and it just helps us and enables us to give you just this amazing stream every Monday, and it kind of helps us to afford Persephone to do it with me, so thank you.
Yeah, I just like that one. That's all their money. I'm sorry. I'm like just so expensive.
Yeah, we got like earlier in the chat during last week somewhere, we got one of the league racers who asked us if we can have another commentator commentating with us, Persephone, and I was like, you know what, at the moment I'm doing it completely free. Persephone is doing it completely free, and we can't even afford Persephone, so
Oh my goodness, yeah, no, we're doing it for the love of the F1 game. So,
and boy, do we love this game. Oh my
we
word.
we do love this game, but also I love your company, so I just want to put that out there as well.
Oh, and I love your company. And also, we really do love all of you guys in chat.
We do. And tonight, as we said, we're going to do that couchy thing again, right? That pillows.
Yeah, we're going to try that again to see if it goes to someone. We just need you guys to jump in there in the chat. We're going to put it up right after the qualifying session, just before the race starts. So we need you guys to jump in there and chat, have a vote there on the poll, help us test it out, help us check it out. And yeah, hopefully some of you can get some couch pillows.
Yay. And as you said, there was a subscribed at tier 1 thingy. I don't know what that is, but we will figure that out as well. So
we will figure it out. I did thank Fonman via Twitter for that subscription there. To be quite honest, I don't know yet what it's going to do for him. But we are getting to it. So like you guys know us by now, you're testing everything out with us. So yeah, we appreciate it.
We appreciate it very much. So that is going to be wonderful, testing that out with you guys. I am excited about Canada. I think Canada is a nice, relaxing track.
Yeah, especially after last week. Last week was rough.
It was rough. So I think Canada is just let's just have fun. Let's have a good old time on the good old couch, like you guys always say, and just have a fun race. I think this is going to be we're going to see more soft tires in this one.
I definitely do think so, yes. I'm very excited to see our racers pulling out of the pits. I am on Wasabi Baby currently. She is going to be taking her out lap there on soft tires, like you did mention. So we're going to have a look somewhere at Wasabi, who's going to quickly run us through the track. So Wasabi, if you are watching the stream, if you're hearing this, throw in a little wiggle there on your out lap. And we will be following you along this track. So Perseus, if you have a look, that was quite a sharp corner, or first corner after the finishing straight there. The second corner is not that tight. It's quite a relaxed corner. You are more than able, I personally think, to flow into these corners whilst still maintaining as much of your speed as possible. The track is not as narrow as we've seen. It's not a street track. This is a chicane, by the way. Did you see that S shape?
S-shape. The reason Anomaly is telling me it's a chicane, I told her like previously before we started the stream that I'm very impressed that she knows what a chicane is, because I have no idea. So she just pointed out that's a chicane, just so that I have an idea what a chicane is. Because I keep hearing, at the chicane, right? And I was like, yes, of course, at the chicane, as if I knew.
100% with you there. 100% know what the chicane is.
I know what the chicane is. Just as I know what DRS is, you know. I know.
It's the reason, I must tell you guys, the reason I know what a chicane is Ace 555 is he actually came from Gran Turismo. And he's been driving Gran Turismo for quite a while. Back in the day already, I think it was one of the first things I learned about like racing in general, was what a chicane is. So that's where that incredible knowledge comes from.
See, now every time we're going to pass an S shape, I'm going to think it's a chicane.
And then I see we also have the Starfire Power there in chat. Welcome, Starfire Power. A lot of love there for Mr. Frey Frey. Hopefully he's also watching the chat so that he can see the support coming his way. Also there from Eastrand Geeks. Welcome everyone there to chat. It's fantastic to see all of you. And then yes, as we've seen this track now, what I also just want to mention, Perseus, is it's a very short track. You can see it goes quite quickly. I'm going to stick onto Wasabi for one more lap, then I think we can go to some of our other races as well. But as you can see, it's a fast-paced short track. There's not a lot of elevation, there's not a lot of sharp cornering. In my personal opinion, a very laid-back, relaxed track for this week.
Yeah, I think so as well. I do want to make an observation though. It does feel like a very narrow track. So even though it's a short track, even though it feels like a easier track, it does feel like a narrow track. So I do think it's going to be a little bit difficult to pass each other.
I think it might be. I do think you have a point. It is one of the narrower tracks I've seen. Not one of the narrowest we've had in the league though. So as I'm switching quickly to this view, you can see on the straight there is quite ample room to overtake once your DRS is enabled. I do think it's going to depend on our racers' skill levels. Oh, I'm so sorry everyone. My cat just decided that he's going to just run over everything. I apologize for that. If everybody is still able to see the stream, please let me know. He literally just zoomed and yeeted the mouse and the keyboard off of the table, and he almost, oh my goodness. Apologies everyone. It's the good old cat. But yeah.
The good old cat at the good old couch.
Thank you, Starfire Power, for just reassuring me that you guys can still see everything. But yeah, like I was saying, Perseus, I do think it's going to depend on our racers' skill level, and as well as their defensive driving, whether it's going to be that hard to overtake on this track. But I think that's enough from me for a second. Why don't you run us through our grids?
I'm going to run us through our grid. I don't feel going to have a lot to say because a lot of people are still pitted and they're not out for their outlap yet. I think that is a strategy. I think they want to give themselves ample space and all those type of things to actually, not run into each other and stuff like that. But let's quickly go through the grid. So in first position at this moment, we have Spectre Wolf with a 110467. Then we have Marksman with a 111335. Then we have Peach with a 112813. Then we have Mr. Elf with a 113476. Hannibal with a 113484. Then Wasabi Baby with a 113841. Nikki Knox with a 114738. And then we are waiting for the rest.
Then we are waiting for the rest. Thank you so much, Persephone. I also just want to give another shout out. We have another sub, another tier 1 sub there in the chat, and it was gifted to the Starfire Power. Thank you guys so much for the subs. We really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, it enables us to be very profesh in our commentary. And
oh my goodness, we're just getting better. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, Persephone. But speaking of profesh, I had an inkling that we are getting a little too profesh and we are neglecting our starting points of tire strategies. So this evening, I want to focus on tire strategies and aggressive driving, tight cornering, and of course, trail braking.
Oh my goodness. We're going back to the good old days.
We're going back to the good old days on the good old couch, everyone. So those of you who's come with us for quite a while, you guys know in our first season, Persephone and I struggled with even getting the tires up in there. So those of you who struggled through us with season 1, tonight's going to be a good old throwback to that.
yeah, we're going to talk about aggressive driving.
Definitely very aggressive driving, tight cornering there, and it's definitely not because we didn't have a look at this track beforehand. Definitely not that.
No, of course not. I mean, we always do our homework beforehand. That's how we do it here.
That is definitely the strategy we employ. That's our tire strategy. So it's not for that reason, everyone. We will not be taking questions at this point in time.
No, of course not. No, please, no questions. I
actually want to mention, Persephone, now that I notice, we still only have one of your green kicks on the track this evening, though. But now it's the other one.
I see Ulezi made it on time, which I understand he has obligations and sometimes he doesn't make it on time. It's not his fault. He has like stuff to do. But he made it on time, so that's brilliant. And he actually clocked in a 1:11.860, which is a great time. But I do wonder where my other kick is.
You're one leg down, it seems, Persephone, but hopefully Danky Monkey and the other kick can still pitch up for the race. Maybe he's just a little bit late, Danky. If you are having car trouble and you are watching the stream, pop it there in chat for us. Let us know that you are okay. If you will not be joining, we will definitely miss you. Persephone will definitely miss you. It's going to be a little less green on the track.
It's going to be a little bit less green on the track, which I will, of course, not enjoy. But we are 16 people, and I'm very used to seeing at least 19. I can see Unfair Straw. I do know she's having car trouble.
Yeah, so she's having a bit of car trouble this evening.
Yeah, so unfortunately she won't make it. I see that, oh my goodness, my mind and my mouth is not working together.
It's okay. Take your time.
I want faster clucky. There I go. I went there. Where is faster clucky?
I have not heard from Faster Clucky. We will send a pigeon down there to the pit lanes to let us know what's going on there. I did see, however, there has been a collision between Hannibal and Dag Vader just as we were focusing on Peach going around that previous corner. So, yeah, this is still qualifier, guys. We don't implore the aggressive driving as of yet.
No.
I
Wait
know we
for the
said we're
race.
going back to basics, nay, but that's too much.
That's too early. They can wait a little bit. But I see we have some more times on the board, so let's quickly go through the grid once more
Yes,
while we
please.
have some extra time. So at this moment we have Spectre Wolf with a 110.467. Fry with a 110.557. That is so close. Oh my goodness.
That's really,
Martin
really
with-
close, and we do need to point out that Spectre is on soft tires and Mr. Frey is on medium tires, so there might be a
medium
little bit of
tires.
competition coming still because there's still 7 minutes left in this qualifier.
100%. Then we have Marksman on 111.335. Just give me 1 second. My little baby just decided to bite my hand. Chloe. Chloe, no. Oh. She just wants to play.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
For
I'm
those
sorry,
of you who's
everybody.
new to the chat, sorry, Persephone, to quickly jump in there. Persephone has the cutest baby Dutch hound. That it is a Dutch
Yes.
hound, sausage dog.
Yes.
That one.
Yes, that one. But she has decided to play now, and now let me just give her teddy. There's your teddy. Bite your teddy. Well done. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're now at Ulezi with a 111.860. Peach with a 112.813. Mr. Elf with a 113.476. Hannibal with a 113.484. Wasabi with a 113.841. Josh Vader with a 114. 311. Yes, Nikki Knox. I'm sorry, I just didn't like, was I saying 113 or 114? I was. Nikki Knox 114.738. Zuri gone with a 115.237. And then we're just waiting for the rest to put on their time.
I'm wondering what the strategy is here because we still have a lot of our races, and there I see the Dogman was able to join. Do you see him then in number 12? So that's wonderful news. Welcome there, the Dogman. But yeah, we still actually have a lot of our races who haven't put up a qualifier time as of yet, and we have 5 minutes left in the qualifier round. Now, I don't think it's that big of a problem at the current moment because it is a short track and you see they get like 110s to 115s. So they can even wait for like the 2 minute mark to put up a qualifier or qualifying lap. However, then it's going to have to be flawless. But yeah, so we are still waiting for a lot of the times to head up there on the grid. And then yeah, I'm actually very excited. The times are very, very close.
Very close, especially here in our middle pack with all the 113s and 114s. So I think there's really going to be real aggressive driving, tight cornering here in our middle pack. And of course, like we said there with Spectre Wolf and Fry, I mean, it's split seconds. That's
it definitely split seconds. I see Mr. Frey is back in the pits at the moment, so I'm thinking that he's going to take us up on the offer that he didn't even know we put on the table for him to re-exit or to re-exit the pits on the 2 minute mark. I'm really expecting to see like a flying lap coming there from Mr. Frey just before the end of qualifier. Then I do see we actually have a couple of people out on out laps at the moment. So we're going to hope. We just had Ace 555 out on the out lap, so he is on a flying lap at the moment for his qualifying time. I do believe Nanarki is also currently busy with the qualifying time. God of War also going to put up a qualifying time there, and then the Dogman, Foxy Cute and V-Power not yet taking the Dogman just taking an outlap now, but the rest not yet taking an outlap, and I think it's going to, I'm starting to panic a tiny little bit. It's going to get a little bit pressured by now.
Yeah, I also think they're putting themselves under unnecessary pressure. But I mean, it's their strategy, and maybe they don't realize that the other people have the same strategy. Um, I also just want to mention I'm not squeaking. My dog is playing with a toy.
I want to have a look here, Persephone. This corner, let me quickly jump to Wasabi. She's going around the corner now. So the corner that Wasabi's going around, this first corner after the finishing straight, I'm thinking that we might have a little bit of trouble there this evening. The chicane is quite, you're quite able to flow into it, but when you get to this corner that she is approaching now, you can see it's a bit more of a sharper corner. I see we've gotten some cautions already in the qualifying time for that first corner after the finishing straight, as well as the corner that Wasabi just went around. So I think that, and then this part after the chicane, because they are going to have to brake at the chicane, it might cause a little bit of disruption between our races. So I'm thinking that that might be the part of the tracks that we need to keep an eye on this evening.
Yeah, and we will definitely keep an eye on that, especially if they have the times are so close together. We will see how that affects the people behind them and all those type of things. So we'll definitely keep our eye out for that.
That's definitely true. So we are still waiting for a time from the Dogman, Foxy Cute, Nanarki, V Power, and Ace 555. And I see God of War is disqualified there from the qualifying session, so he will be starting out in last place for tonight's race. So we are still waiting for a couple of times. Currently, Spectre Wolf actually betted with a 0.2 seconds on his lap, or like on his overall lap time, and he is still holding out that fastest lap. I see Mr. Frey is re-exiting the pits. He's going to try for another qualifying lap time, I believe, but I see he's sticking to his medium tires, so it might be that he doesn't necessarily want to defend Spectre on the first part of the race, but maybe he wants to rather chase him down for that first position. I'm only guessing here as to what that strategy can be, but we might be seeing another time coming there from him as well on the mediums. And then Persephs, how quickly can you run through this grid? We have 30 seconds.
Let's do it. Spectre Wolf with a 110.286, Frey with a 110.557, Marksman with a 111.037, Ulezi with a 111.847, Ace 555 with a 112.598, the Dogman with a 112.700, Peach with a 112.814, Hannibal with a 113.022, V-Power with a 113.331, Mr. Alf with a 113.476, Nicky Knox with a 113.715, Wasabi with a 113.841, Darth Vader with a 114.311, Zerigon with a 115.237, Foxy Cute, not a time yet, Nanarki not a time yet, and God of War disqualified.
Well done. I must say that was impressive. Yeah, so we are waiting for, at the current moment, for Ace 555, Spectre Wolf, Mr. Frey and Wasabi to just finish their laps. They are in the overtime portion of the qualifying time, and then we won't be seeing a lap time coming from Foxy Cute, Nanarki and God of War, so the three of them will be starting out from the back this evening. And let's see if we are not going to see Mr. Frey take that first position on qualifier. So Spectre Wolf will still be pulling away in first position. So I'm actually very excited to see what our front runner pack strategy is going to be like, because you can also see that Ulezi also jumping back up there to fourth position with a 111, and then Ace 555 having put up only one qualifying lap and already taking fifth position for the pull away. So there's definitely a lot of hidden skill on this track this evening.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's going to be a very exciting race. I'm very excited. just happened.
Super excited. For those of you who was with us last week, I did mention that I am a little bit under the weather. So if I do sound funny, that is still a thing. It's still not fine. But yeah, the excitement is definitely there. Even my cat, the good old cat, is next to me on the good old couch, mowing his good old heart out.
Brilliant. So,
Let me quickly run through this. So Spectre will be pulling away in first position, followed there by Frey Marksman in third, Ulezi in fourth, Ace in fifth, the Dogman in sixth, Peach in seventh, Hannibal in eighth position, V-Power in ninth, Mr. Alfzet A in 10th, Nikki Knox in 11th. Well done, Nikki Knox. Wasabi in 12th, Darth Vader in 13th, Zerigon 14th, followed there by Foxy Cute, Nanarki, and God of War pulling away from the back there.
you did it just in time.
Yeah, I was like talking about the good old cat, and then I realized, okay, we only have like 20 seconds left.
You did it brilliantly. You nailed it.
We're getting good at this. Also, welcome to that one F1 kid 26 there in the chat. That is Ulezi. So welcome there to Ulezi in chat as well.
Welcome, Ulezi, and good luck with the race. I'm sure you're going to be great.
Ulezi, you're carrying Persephone's heart on your sleeve this evening for the kick team. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing excitement coming from the kicks on the track.
Yeah,
well,
no,
the
definitely.
kick. It's going to be a singular kick.
The kick. Well, Danky Monkey might surprise me. He might just pop up while, the race starts, because we know they can still actually start.
Yeah.
Even if they're not. But I don't know if he's going to be there. We'll see.
I don't know. I don't know if we are going to see him. We are on the formation lap, so I do doubt it. Our racers are pulling away. They're going to be formulating in the formation lap. So we are seeing Spectre Wolf leading the pack here, giving us a nice little wiggle. I know, it's because of the tires and everything, but let's just say it's for us.
Nice little wiggle.
Let me just get that tires up there, because I actually saw now that he's driving on hards. Oh, they almost all of them are driving on hards. Oh wow.
Why?
It might be. It might be that they're going to try to put up as many laps as possible, because this is a fast-paced track. I'm thinking that the soft tires might wear out a little bit quicker than they would have liked, which might force them into a 2-pit stop race, which I don't think they really want to have on this track specifically. It's a fast-paced track, so we actually just want to see them get as much time and as much positions in front of them as soon as possible, so that they can focus on keeping it.
Okay. Why do we have so many disqualified? Wasabi's, Regon, Nanarki, God of War, and Darth Vader.
So it's possible that they didn't pull away in time, or maybe they drove wrong.
Into a wall.
Maybe they were just wrong.
Why are you wrong? Okay, let's see. Is there a wall in the beginning of this track? Because if they drove into the wall, right, we have to
see if they drove into wall. They probably didn't pull away correctly.
I don't think there's an invisible wall. I think they might have hit a wall. So we have to see if. Well, we're going to pull away now, so we're going to see if they hit the wall. Don't hit the wall.
Okay, and they're going to be off in 1, go. And they're off. We have an amazing view here from Spectre Wolf taking the lead. Marksman falling in behind Mr. Frey there in third position quite well. Ulezi keeping the fourth position. The Dogman having picked up one position there from the pull away. And then also V-Power climbed one position, overtaking on Mr. Alf ZA there at the bottom. V-Power also overtaking on Hannibal, just deciding he's going for this. So I just want to have a look here quickly at what he's doing. But yeah, excellent pull away there for V-Power. Gained 2 positions already in the pull away. And then Miss Spectre Wolf still leading the pack. Mr. Frey keeping quite close on top of him with a 0.5 that he needs to make up. Marksman falling in behind Mr. Frey keeping that 3rd position, and affording Spectre just that opportunity to pull away. So definitely some teamwork coming from the Williams team this evening. And then yes, I see Peach also climbing a position there in 11th position. So overall, I must say quite an excellent pull away, Persephs.
Oh yes, but unfortunately we have God of War with a do not qualify or do not finish. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe there was a wall. Maybe it was a wrong pull away. Maybe there was a bird. I don't know.
It was definitely a bird, Persephs. It was definitely a bird. Yeah, so God of War, you're welcome to drop it there in the chat for us. What happened there? It's a disqualified, not a do not finish. So I'm not even 100% sure if he did pull away, Persephone. I do know if it's a do not finish, it's usually when they drive into the walls. So yeah, let us know what happened there. And then I also see in chat there, East Rand Geeks informing us that Dogman looking to push up the order on medium and get the undercut. So I 100% know what that means, but I also know that you guys know what that means. So I don't feel that it's necessary for us to explain this in minor details.
Well, no, we don't need to explain it. Everybody understands that. I mean,
everybody's with us there. Everybody's with Eastern Geeks there. We don't have to explain it.
No, it's clear.
And then yeah, we're actually seeing the Dogman and Ace 555 picking up some positions on Marksman there. Wonderful driving coming there from the Haas and the McLaren as well. Unfortunately for Marksman, having lost a couple of positions, Ulezi overtaking him first, and he is now down to 6th position, so he's definitely going to have to chase a bit to keep up there. But that does mean that your kick is up there in 3rd position at the moment.
Yeah, of course my kick is up there in 3rd position. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less.
I see actually that Mr. Frey is gaining a little bit of time there on Ulezi. Ulezi's probably going to chase down on that hard tires. You can definitely see that slight edge that the mediums is giving.
It's a little bump.
Yeah, is giving the Dogman with a little bit of a speed boost, and then just a little bit of hard braking there on that corner as well. So I do think that we might have some damage on the McLaren there in 5th position. But I have come to know that if there's one thing that Ace 555 can do, he can drive with a damaged car. So we're definitely not going to see him lose any time shortly.
No, look at that. He's gonna,
and he actually did have that, I believe I don't know if that's a thing in F1 as well, but I do believe in Gran Turismo it's called the A pillar. So I do believe that corner should have been given to him there. I'm not 100% sure. You guys are welcome to drop it in the chat for me. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys know I do love it. Excellent driving there, Ace 555 overtaking on the Dogman, taking that 4th position for himself and having this time to chase down on Ulezi there in front of him. He does not have a lot of time to make up on Ulezi there, so it is quite possible that he can afford himself a podium position this evening.
Brilliant. So that reminds me, we have to put on the poll.
Yeah, we're gonna put on the poll. I just want to quickly have a look here. We saw Mr. Frey overtaking on Spectre quite aggressively there. Very nice driving, and also taking the fastest lap with a 1:12.461. You can definitely see the way that Spectre is angling his car there behind Mr. Frey. That he's just like, no, ain't gonna happen, son. So So I think, like Persephone mentioned, that it's time to put up our poll for the evening. Okay, wait, this is not a poll, this is a goal. Okay, apparently. Okay.
We have goals as well. We have goals, but for now we just have to put. Oh, look at Spectre, and there he goes.
Oh, and there he
Right.
goes. It might have been a little close over that curb there, but no penalties awarded. Clean overtake, excellent driving coming there. And then I also do see there's a battle between Dogman and Marksman going on there for position number 5. They keep passing and taking it back and passing and taking it back. So quite the battle happening there as well. However, this is affording Ace 555 and Ulezi that tiniest bit of gap that they need to put some time between themselves and the mid-back.
That's brilliant driving. I knew Canada was going to be the place to be, right?
Definitely. Let's put up our poll. I'm going to name it or prediction. It's going to be podium first. So, Persephone, who is our 4 candidates for podium this evening?
Okay, we have to put on Frey.
Okay, we have a Frey nomination from you there. I'm going to put in Ace 555. Is already up there in 4th position.
Yeah, brilliant. Spectre.
Spectre, definitely a good candidate. And then I want to put in Ulezi.
Definitely. I think it's 4 good candidates.
Wonderful. Is that going to be our 4? And Mr. Alf just overtaking on Marksman there as well, just coming out of nowhere, working his way up to 7th. I don't know if maybe you want to include him there as well, but we do have 4 candidates already and we only have 16 on the track.
I think 4 is enough, but maybe we should ask the chat, right? Do you think those 4 are sufficient? Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a yes or a no or a
Oh, excellent. I'm so sorry, Persephone. Excellent overtake there between 4th and 3rd position. I don't know if you caught that just around the corner. Some aggressive driving, tight cornering and excellent trail braking with Sommer coming there for that overtake. Wow, that was amazing to behold. So yeah, everyone in chat, like Persephone said when I so rudely interrupted her, let us know who your prediction's going to be. Do you think we have it spot on? Do you want us to add someone? You literally have 30 seconds before I start this poll, and then then you can only vote. Then you can't nominate any longer. So it's going to start on a countdown of 30, 29, 28, and then you guys can take it to 0.
Brilliant. So we have Spectre Wolf in 1st position, Frey in 2nd, Ace 555 in 3rd, Ulezi in 4th, the Dogman in 5th, Marksman in 6th, Mr. Alf in 7th, Hannibal in 8th, Nanarki in 9th, Wasabi in 10th, something happened, Dogman is jumping, and Marksman is falling. Oh my goodness, it's happening. Then we have Doch Weider in 11th, the Zerigon in 12th, Nikki Knox in 13, Prince in 14, Foxy Cute in 15, and V-Power in 16.
There was definitely something that happened there with Mr. Alf as well. I was just not quick enough to catch it. But he was up there, I think it was 6th or 5th position. And then there was something that happened and he dropped down there to 8th position. And something that's actually very interesting about Mr. Alf ZA that I don't know if a lot of people know is he did drive he did play this game competitively. So he is definitely someone who is aware and in shape with the competitive and the esports side of the game as well. That's why he's one of the reliable drivers and one of the more professional drivers. And for him to drop down in, I think it was 3 or 4 positions just out of nowhere, there's definitely something that happened there that cost him a couple of positions as well.
Yeah, I see Ulezi took back the 3rd position,
I believe that was between Mr. Alf ZA and was Wasabi Baby? I think it might have been between Alf ZA and Wasabi Baby there, braking a little bit hard around that corner, and we did see a little bit of a mashup happening there around that corner just before our sector 3 straight. Everyone, our 30 seconds is up. I'm putting the prediction up there. It's going to be open for 30 minutes. So please be sure. Okay, no, apparently it's going to be open for 10 minutes. My bad. Please go and select your favorite. Go and select your prediction. Let us know. You can win some couch pillows. We have some subs happening this evening. So let's get some couch pillows out to you guys as well.
Brilliant. So
Brilliant.
let's. Spectre Wolf is still in first. No, Fred in first. See,
no, he just dropped down there to second position.
I just have to say something, then it changes. So maybe I should just read the positions all the time. Then it will just jump up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down the whole time. Right?
Why don't we read it from the bottom up?
Oh, that is an interesting idea, right? We start with 16. I do want to say V-Power was in 16 and Nicky Knox was, so V-Power did jump a position.
Yes, and he did so well at the beginning of the race, so definitely something that happened there. No, I think he just went to pit, because you see he's on 2 laps on the hard tyres, so possibly just switching that medium tyres out for hard tyres over there.
Yeah, 100%. So I see most of our drivers, except the Dogman, also pitted, so because he's on 0 laps, but most of them are on 9 or 8 laps.
So they have not yet pitted, because we are on 10 laps in the race as well. And I do just want to mention we have quite a tight fight going on for position 1, 2. You can see Mr. Freyfrey and Spectre Wolf very, very, very close on top of each other. Oh, little bit of a knock there, Spectre, costing Mr. Freyfrey a lot of time around that corner. So there's a very tight fight for the two of them, and then also there's a very, very tight fight for position 3 and 4 over here between Ulezi and Ace 555. Also keeping very, very close on top of each other. Very clean overtakes between the two of them happening. So it's going to be a hell of a fight for our podium placement this evening.
I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. I can't see your poll, so by the way, I just want to mention that.
It does say that it's up there in the top of the chat, just underneath the video. It says predict with channel points, podium, this little minus sign, first question mark, and then a button that says predict. Unfortunately, I can't predict because I put it up. So I'm not allowed to predict.
I understand.
Maybe give it a couple of seconds, see if it pops up, because if you remember the first time we tried it, it also did that.
True. Yeah, I just want to. I can't see it. Sorry.
The rest of chat, please have a look there at the top of the chat. Let us know if you can see the prediction. If you can't, then it's going to be a problem. Let us know if you can see it, and if you can see it, I can't understand why you're not predicting. So it's kind of like a lose-lose for you there. You can let us know if you see it, and also then predict, please. A tight fight happening here between Ulezi and Ace. Ace having overtaken around the corner, taking back that third position. This is going to be a hell of a fight between the two of them. It's going to come down between pit strategies, perceives what's going to happen here, because it's going to be a very, very intricate choice. They're going to have to consider and contemplate on when they will enter this pit lane, because we are on lap 12 out of 25. They are extremely close together. When they will enter this pit lane is going to determine when they will exit. They do have 9 seconds on marksman over there, so it's possible that both Ace and Ulezi might be entering in their positions and exiting around 5th or 6th, unless the strategy is to put a little bit more time between themselves and marksman.
Ooh, look at him. Look at Ulezi, and there he goes.
And there he goes around the inside line, taking that third position back there. A hell of a fight happening between the two of them. And we also do see Spectre Wolf with a 2.6 second lead. That little that little bump having cost Mr. Frey quite some time there. And both Spectre and Frey is also still on their original hard tires. So we have our entire front pack up until position 7. So that includes Spectre Wolf, Frey, Ace 555, Ulezi, Marksman, Mr. Alf, and Hannibal, and Wasabi Baby, my apologies, still on their original hard tires. I see Darth Vader, Zerigon, also on original hard tires, Peach, Foxy Cute on 11 laps on their hards. So we actually haven't seen any pit stops at all yet. We've seen a couple of our racers having gone pitted, but unfortunately, it's going to be difficult for them at this point in time to keep control of these cars. They're going to have to start entering the pit lane soon. Although I do think, and I'm sorry, this is going to be the last thing I'm going to say, then I'm going to give you a breather. But I do think that perhaps they're going to try to push these hard tires to lap 15 or 16 so that they can get the 10 or the 9 laps, maximum 10 I would guess, on medium tires. So I'm guessing that might be the tire strat for the majority of the grid now.
Yeah, that makes sense though. So, yeah, do you think most of them will then go for medium tires when they pit?
That is the only logical thing that would make sense to me, Persephone, unless they are able to keep control of these cars until I would say maybe lap 17 or 18 perhaps, and maybe then going to pit for softs. That might also be a strategy, but it's going to be an amazing feat to see any of our racers hold out on original hard tires until lap 17. So I'm doubtful that will be the strategy going forward. I'm thinking that they will be pitting for mediums. We can see Frey and Spectre Wolf having gone into the pit lane at the moment, pitting for those medium tires on lap 15. So they're going to push to get that maximum of 10 laps out of the mediums.
Okay, I see. That's amazing. See, you just know your tire strategy. That's just amazing to me.
I must say I learn a lot. I learn a lot from the racers themselves, and then I also actually do learn a lot from speaking with you about it, like having a look at the tracks, all of that. And then some of these strategies I actually also learn a lot from by just watching the actual F1 with Ace and just bombarding everybody with questions.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay, brilliant. So we see actually came out of the pit in first position, right?
Definitely, that's a very, very good pit exit there for both Spectre as well as Mr. Frey.
Yeah, and Ulezi is still trying his best on his hard tires. Marksman is still on his hard tires. Mr. Alf still on his hard. Hannibal still on his hard. Ace went for the pit. That might be a good strategy.
Exiting in position 7 there on the medium tires. This is going to afford him the opportunity also that he's looking for to gain that positions back, because we do have position 3 to 6 that still does need to go and pit. So if Ace can stick quite on top of Hannibal there, which he is doing, and Hannibal already going into the pit alongside with Marksman, with Marksman, Ace is definitely going to gain that positions back by the time that they have to exit the pit lane.
Brilliant. Yeah, see, I can see he's already in fifth. So if Ulezi and Mr. Alf goes in pits, then he will maybe get his fifth position back.
I really do think so. This is what I meant when I said it's going to come down to what they want to do with their pit strategies. I'm thinking that we might be seeing Ulezi push for that soft pit though, because he's on lap 16 now on his hard tires, but also that might count against him if he does not exit the pit lane where he actually needs to. But yeah, so we're going to definitely be seeing, I think, Ulezi as well as Mr. Alf perhaps pit for that soft tire strategy. But they only have a 7 seconds on Ace over there, so they're going to have to either have a perfect pit stop or they're going to exit behind Ace.
Okay, I see you lazy.
You
I'm so
broke
excited
away a
to
little
see.
bit there, Perseus.
I see you lazy is fitting, so I'm so excited to see. Okay, so he is fitting for mediums.
Okay, wonderful. Medium tires coming for Lazy there. Perhaps he is thinking about just a little bit more aggressive driving, maybe pushing a little bit there. So that's definitely interesting to see. And I do believe it was quite the excellent pit stop that he had there, exiting in fourth position. So not a bad pit for Ulezi there. And already having a little bit of, I think it's about 2 seconds on top of Ace over there. So there's going to, I do think our fight there for position 4 is going to return.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely think so. So let's. Oh, something happened to Peach.
Let's quickly see if we can see what happened to Peach. Let's have a look. We might still, yeah, unfortunately you just saw it over there, colliding with that wall. Unfortunate there for Peach. We really are sorry. We don't like to see our races with DNFs. But your excellent driving coming from her as well. Unfortunate there for that incident. But then also H555 taking back that third position, Perseus. I don't know if you saw it, Mr. Alf going into the pit for that soft tire strat. Ulezi going back into the pit lane for that soft tire strat. I hate to say I called it, but
You called it. You called it. No, 100% you called it. It's amazing. I have to tell you, you are really, really good with the tire strategy. I'm really impressed.
Thank you
I
so
really
much. That's
am.
why I thought let us just go back to basics. Let's focus on what we know tonight.
No, it's amazing. I'm super impressed. I mean, there's aggressive driving, there's tight cornering, there's DRS,
There's trail braking, there's fuel
trail braking,
lights.
there's chicanes, you know, and there's all these
There's
things.
chicanes.
Oh, Fro is spitting. Why?
Frey going into the pit, it's possible that he's going to go for that soft tires. He does have a good lead, so it's not going to be a bad idea for him to pit for soft tires at this point in time. He's not going to exit in another position. He's going to exit in his second position. So we're going to see him chase down on Spectre on these soft tires. And there is only 6 laps left of this race, so this is going to be an incredibly hard fight for Spectre over there with Mr. Frey on the soft tires. So very excited actually to see what's going to happen. I see Wasabi also having gone pitted for the soft tires, so I do believe our racers are now going to take this time to try to drive as aggressively as possible to see if they can just push for these overtakes.
This is brilliant. I love it. I love it.
I really do. I see we actually do have Ulezi quite close to Mr. Alf here for 5th and 6th. V-Power and Wasabi Baby overtaking Dogman there. I actually want to see if maybe something happened. I know Dog just went into pit. Because I thought they overtook him there. And then I also saw Zerigon also overtaking him. Then I was like, okay, something's happening there. Something's up.
Yeah, let's quickly look at the grid for a second because we are on 19 laps, which is amazing.
Wonderful.
Time is flying. Oh, we have the safety car. Did you say we have the safety car? Did I miss it?
I think I also missed it. No, I did. I think I missed it. It might be because of Peach though, where she drove into that wall, unfortunately with that collision. So yeah, the safety car actually deployed. That explains why Mr. Frey went in for that soft tire pit, Perseus, because they are now going to lose this time that they made up between themselves and the rest of the pack. And I do just want to mention that it is my beloved McLaren safety car this evening, so definitely driver of the day there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but yeah, they're going to lose out on the leads that they have built up. So we're going to maybe see Ulezi and Mr. Alf also causing some havoc coming there from 6th and 5th position. Definitely putting some pressure there on Marksman, Ace 555. Mr. Frey is going to definitely put some pressure there on Spectre Wolf also with that soft tires. And we have minimal laps left in the race. The safety car should be entering back into the pit lane on lap 21. So hopefully our racers can just take this opportunity and keep their heads together and keep their positions. I think it's going to be chaos as soon as the safety car re-enters the pit.
Oh my goodness, this is weirdly terrifying, because
It really is
yeah.
terrifying.
Spectre's on the out. Sorry, my puppy decided to come and say hi. Spectre is on the mediums, Frey is on the softs, 8th and 3rd, but he's also on mediums, and Mr. Elf, who is an excellent driver, is on softs, and Ulezi and the kick is on softs, and I just, with like 4 laps to go, we don't know what's going to happen. It's just so exciting. I am terrified.
Very big fight happening there between Ace and Mr. Frey for that second position, Persephone. And is Mr. Frey going to keep it you can just see him keep that position around that corner. Ace chasing down on him, taking that opportunity as soon as that safety car re-entered to gain some speed. Marksman quite close to Ace there as well. And then I see it's Peach's car there that is ghosted out. It should just keep ghosting out. Marksman sticking quite close. Alf and Ulezi not waiting on them as well, getting some time in between themselves and Marksman over there to see if they can also minimize that positions. Ulezi with a little bit of a dive there, unfortunately taking himself and Marksman out there, not 100% able to brake as soon as he would have liked. However, this is fantastic news for position 1 to freeze. They get to build a little bit of time between themselves and the mid back there, but this also did afford Alf the position of 4th and Hannibal the opportunity to pass on Ulezi and Marksman over there. So you're unfortunate for that dive, just not 100% working out in Ulezi's favor.
Oh my goodness, let's look at lap 22, and we have Spectre in 1st position, Frey in 2nd, Ace in 3rd, Mr. Alf in 4th, Hannibal in 5th, Ulezi in 6th, Marksman in 7th, V-Power in 8th, Wasabi in 9th, Zarigon in 10th, Monarchy in 11th, The Dogman in 12th, Darth Vader in 13th, Foxy Cute in 14th, and Nicky Knox in 15th.
Thank you so much, Perseus. Everyone, I also do want to mention there is 2 minutes remaining on the prediction, and boy, how the turntables. So I hope all of you have gone and put in your prediction. We really do want to see who you think is going to end up in our podium position. It's actually funny. It says that there's 1.47 minutes remaining, but this purple bar is very long. Let's see. It says there's 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Please remember to drop in your predictions. We would love to see who you think is going to take this. Mr. Alf having taken 4th position, quite close to Ace 555 there. We might be seeing an attempt at an overtake. We are on lap 23 out of 25. So I don't know if Alf is going to attempt this overtake. He is on 5 laps on soft tires, so it is possible. However, Ace is defending and keeping his racing line like a champ, so it's going to be tough to try to get past him here. And they still haven't lost that big amount of time on Mr. Frey in 2nd there. So we might actually also be seeing Mr. Frey and Spectre will fight it out there for 1st position as well.
I'm telling you, this is one of the most exciting races we've had in this league thus far.
It really is. This race is surprising me from every angle. It's fantastic to behold. Actually, we might actually be seeing an attempt at an overtake here. Is Alf going to dive? No, he's not going to dive around the chicane. You can definitely see that knowledge and that skill coming from someone who is used to playing this game competitively, knows that it might do him more damage trying that dive than it will to just stick with it and wait for the DRS zones to enable. So we are on lap 24 out of 25. Spectre is going to lead us into the final lap shortly. Ace 555 defending for his life. Persephone, I know I should go on, but I don't want to. And Mr. Alf having overtaken just around that final straight there, taking that third position for himself. Ace now in fourth position. So Mr. Alf going to chase on that soft tires to see if he can put up some time, because to be quite honest, I do not want to be that close in front of Ace on the last lap as well.
Yeah, that was an amazing overtake. I mean, it was very clean, right? So it was a good overtake to see actually.
It really was a very, very clean overtake, very smart. You can, like I mentioned, you can see the skill coming in there from Mr. Alf as well, knowing when to push for an overtake and when not. And then I do see in chat we have Peach saying sorry to Nikki Knox. So I'm assuming maybe there was a little bit of a incident between the two of them. We unfortunately haven't caught it on camera, but thank you for that, Peach. And also be sure to drop in your prediction in this last couple of seconds or minutes or whatever is left on this prediction time. So yeah, please remember to drop in your prediction. Who do you think is going to take podium? And we are on the last lap, Persephone. Spectre Wolf going to go for that finishing straight now. It doesn't look like Mr. Frey is going to manage his taking the first position from Spectre this lap around. Spectre Wolf leading us into first position there underneath the checkered flag. Well done there to Spectre. He is followed there by Mr. Frey in second position. The second Ferrari with Mr. Alf ZA going under the checkered flag in third position. Well done, Alf. And then Ace 555 going over in fourth, but unfortunately with a little bit of a time penalty for him and Mr. Alf, affording Hannibal that third position. Mr. Alf fourth, Ace 555 fifth, Marksman sixth, Ulezi in seventh, Nanarki going over in eighth position. V-Power will be ending in 9th, Zarigon in 10th, Wasabi Baby in 11th position over there. The Dogman will be over the line in 12th position, and I don't think that penalty is going to count against him. Nikki Knox will be taking the 13th position, with Foxy Cute following in 14th position. And then unfortunately I do see we have a do not finish on Darth Vader as well. So Darth Vader, Peach and God of War with 2 do not finishes and 1 disqualified for our Canadian race. Oh, unfortunately I see just there, now I can't even go. Did you see that do not finish for Wasabi there?
Yes, I just saw it. It just came up as it went away, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
And then driver of the day going to Mr. Alf ZA. Well deserved there. Yeah, I also actually don't know what happened. I actually want to know what happened there. I see our prediction is not done. There's 6 minutes left on it, so we still have the post-race interview. However, now you guys know who you can predict for, so throw in your predictions for Spectre there. Get those couch pillows.
Get those couch pillows. Do it.
Definitely. So just to reiterate to everyone, that is Spectre Wolf in first position, Mr. Frey in second, and Hannibal there in third position. I'm going to wait for them to enjoy their podium wine, champagne, wine pain And then let me quickly run through this grid. So that is Spectre there in first, Mr. Frey in second, Hannibal in third, Mr. Alf ZA in fourth, Ace 555 in fifth position, sixth position going to Marksman, seventh for Ulezi, Nanarki in eighth, V-Power in ninth, Zarigon in 10th, the Dogman in 11th, Wasabi there in 12th position, Nicky Knox 13th, Foxy Cute in 14th, Dag Vader with a do not finish in 15th, Peach with a do not finish in 16th, and God of War with a do not finish in 17th position there. So yeah, everyone, we finished that with 1 second to spare. Give us a couple of seconds. You guys know the drill by now. We will be right back with our post-race interviews. Welcome back, everyone, to our post-race interviews. So like I mentioned to you guys last week, I'm a big girl now, and I'm pulling everybody into the interview myself. So let me just quickly see.
We're starting with Hannibal.
Yeah, I want to start with Hannibal, I really do. However, it seems that I'm not able to find the button to add him to the server, or to the let's just see. Everyone, Persephone, why don't you just tell us? Wait, here it is. I found it.
I knew you could do it.
I found it. Everyone, please help me welcome our third position, Hannibal. Welcome, Hannibal, and well done.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well done, congratulations. Hannibal, it's fantastic to see you back on the podium. How are you feeling?
Yeah, the flu is still horribly strong, but, well, I couldn't miss another race, and it paid off tonight.
Oh, it really did. You did such excellent driving, and you had such clean lines, and like we said, we're going back to basics, so it was aggressive driving, it was tight cornering, it was fantastic trail braking. But
thank you.
Can you give us a little bit of a rundown on your strategy preparing for Canada this evening?
My strategy was cough syrup and what is this medicine called Sinupret. That's my strategy. That was my strategy tonight. So, yeah, no, I just did what I always try to do. Kept my lines clean, I get my regerai. And then we bunched up there. Thank goodness for that safety car, whoever did that. Thank you so much, because then everyone got bunched up and I'm just checking out in front of me. 6-second penalty, 3-second penalty, 6-second penalty. I'm like, hey, I know what's going to happen. So my entire objective there from then onwards, I think it was from about lap 22-ish, was just to stay behind with that pack. I would just give them all a jump because they're cutting corners. That was about it. Nothing fancy today. Just drove my drive. Sorry, the medicine is kicking in.
Oh my goodness. That is, I think, one of the best strategies I've heard so far, and it's definitely a strategy I'm also going to employ, the cough syrup part.
Get a nice little umbrella and a straw, like, those umbrella.
Martini glass and cough syrup.
There we go.
Hannibal, I only have one more question for you. What's your advice to all of our racers for China next week?
don't buy the things in the country.
Oh my goodness. Or do we do not approve nor disapprove it at all. That's going to be everything from my side. I'm going to hand it over to Persephone to continue with her part of the interview.
Okay, goodness. So let's do some trivia, Hannibal. Even though you're on cough syrup, I'm going to try and make it a one. I'm going to give you a multiple choice one.
Finally.
Okay. Finally. Okay, so how many races did Michael Schumacher win in his F1 career? Was
Medlemon.
it Medlemon,
Yes.
91, or Strepsel?
Medlemon.
Medlemon is not correct.
Well, it's close enough. It helps me.
Close enough. It was 91.
Well,
Gotcha.
well done. Well done.
Thank you, Hannibal.
Hannibal, thank you so much for joining us on the post-race interview. It was fantastic to have you back here. And good luck for next week.
Yeah, I'll make sure to go buy some more cough syrup before the race.
Definitely. Okay, everyone, let me just quickly get this up. Hannibal, thank you for joining us. It would be lovely to see you next week, and good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Sorry, bye. I'm going to get it right sometime.
Bye. Don't worry.
Everyone, please help me welcome our second place for the evening. Definitely excellent to have him back up here. Welcome, Alf ZA.
Hello.
And congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alf. That was an amazing race to behold. After that safety car and that time, and when you went to pit for the soft tires, that time that you made up behind the safety car, we could definitely see the knowledge that you have on the game when you decided not to go for that dive to overtake on Ace. Can you give us a little bit of a lowdown why you didn't take that dive there and what your overtaking strategy was to get that third place? Or that second place, my apologies.
I was just trying to force Ace into a mistake, although I didn't get second place though. Mr. Freyfrey got second place. I did get
Yeah,
driver of the day.
I just wanted to say.
I do apologize. I do apologize. This must be my cough syrup working out now.
It's okay.
I was
The
so
flu
confused
does
being pulled
it.
in here in the first place just now. I was like,
Alf, what did you do for that first place? Let us know.
the jump spectre was out of this world.
But yeah, in any case, just give us a little bit of a rundown on that soft tire strategy that you pulled out of a hat.
So yeah, I just decided to go long, and I thought maybe let's do a soft at the end. I was thinking lap 19 because the soft seemed to like fall off very quickly, and what happened on lap 17 is safety car came out, and it's like, well, no better time than now, and it worked out for me. I think I went from P10 on the grid to P4, so that was a pretty good race today.
Oh, that's fantastic. Again, I'm really sorry about not giving you your credit for the driver of the day just now, so congratulations.
No worries.
So, Alf, last question from my side. How will you be preparing for China next week?
China. I think I've driven it enough to arrive and drive.
Arrive and drive. I'm looking forward to it. Persephs, why don't you take over?
Okay, let's do a trivia. So I can't pronounce this person's name, so let's hope you know the answer. Which F1 driver was nicknamed the Professor?
I feel like I
You
should
know?
have it, but
If I give you his surname, could you give me his name, please? So
You really don't want to pronounce his name, eh?
No, I think so. His surname is Prost.
okay, Alan Prost.
Thank you.
You also had some help there in chat, Alf. Danky Monkey also let us know it's Alan Prost there in chat. Alf, again, well done. I'm so sorry, Perseps. Well done, Alf. It was fantastic to behold you on the track this evening. Some very, very knowledgeable, excellent driving coming from you, and we look forward to seeing you next week in China.
All right. See you guys in China.
See you next week. Everyone, my sincerest apologies for that. I am so sorry. Let's get our actual second place up in here. Everyone, please help me welcome Mr. Frey Frey. Welcome.
Have you pulled the right Ferrari now?
Yes.
I'm so sorry about that. Well done on the second place.
Yeah, thanks. That was a fun, that was an entertaining race.
It really was. It really was. It was fun to have a look at how you guys fought for that position one, Mr. Frey Frey. Can you let us know what went through your mind there, because it was you spectre like the whole time.
I was just enjoying like the back and forth. One corner he'd be getting me, next corner I get him. It was good racing for the most part. It was good fun.
Oh, it's fantastic, and it's always fun to behold. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what you're going to be doing next week in China. Can you give us one thing that you would advise our racers on to focus on for next week?
What, for China or just in general?
How about both?
Okay, let's go for the double Monty. For China, remember to brake. They're very big braking zones. Remember to brake. Don't go in thinking it never ends, because you are going to have to stop that car at one point, no matter how much fun it is. And in general, remember to weave on the formation lap to wave to you guys, basically. That's all I was doing. The whole formation lap was just weaving. I was expecting everyone else to do it.
Oh, we appreciate the wiggles.
The wiggles, exactly.
Wiggle. And then, Mr. Frey, what was your favorite part of tonight's race?
Probably the first 9 laps. Then there was a bit of a weird moment, and then the rest of the race after was okay. But the first 8 to 9 laps where we were battling side by side was good fun.
Mr. Frey, I know I usually only do 3 questions, but I have a 4th question. And I'm not asking for me and Persephone, because we definitely know what it means. But in the chat, Eastern Geek said, Darkman looking to push up the order on the mediums and get the undercut. I'm just curious if you know what that means.
So basically, what he means by the undercut is he's pitted earlier. Dogman probably did. He pitted earlier from the hards, went to the soft, so he's the medium. Sorry, so he's putting in quicker lap time. So then, by the time everyone in front pits, when they come out, they'll be behind them. So he'll be in front of them, just with older tires, basically.
Yeah, you see, Persephone, we were 100% correct, 100%.
Of course we were.
Mr. Frey, thank you so much.
I'm sure. I'll go back and watch the video just to make sure you were so perfect in your calculations.
We didn't need to explain it. We said, "Oh,
yeah, we have
exactly.
faith. We have faith in all of you to understand what it means."
Exactly.
yeah."
Mr. Frey, that's going to be it from my side. I'm going to hand it over to Persephone for her part.
Let's do a trivia question. Mr. Frey, right? Trivia. So which team did Fernando Alonso drive for when he won his 2 world titles?
Renault in 2005 and 2006.
You are correct. Well done.
Well done. Also, Fernando Alonso is one of my favorite drivers, just so by the way.
Oh, brilliant.
It's a shame what happened to him this weekend, wasn't it? He was doing so well, and then safety car.
Definitely watch this weekend. So yeah, thank you, Mr. Frey Frey.
Awesome.
Mr. Frey,
you.
thank you so much. It was wonderful to behold you. We look forward to seeing you next week, and just the best of luck.
Awesome. Thanks again. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, everyone,
Bye.
just 2 seconds. I'm just still moving.
She's
I'm just
gonna
still
kick
moving.
me.
Okay, 2, 1,
now.
bye.
Oof.
And
Well
then
done.
oh, and I see Spectre is back. So everyone, please help me welcome our winner. I see Alf ZA there in the chat, Persephone. He's like, I'm second now. Yeah, everyone, help me welcome our winner for the evening, Spectre Wolf. Spectre, welcome. Buddy, you are muted though.
Hello.
Hello and welcome and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
A lot of love also there in the chat for you, saying incredible best race pace from this oak. Well done. I think everyone just had a blast of a time watching you race this evening.
Oh, thank you so much. It felt good after the last write off to come back a bit and to come out fighting tooth and nail. So it's been fun, especially with Frey Frey. Great battle there in the beginning, keeping me on my toes. But kudos to him. It was a very fun race.
We saw a little bit of what might have looked like a bump happening there between yourself and Frey Frey, though.
I'm not too sure what happened there, to be honest. In my mind, I did a clean overtake. I did leave him a little bit of space, but yeah, I could be wrong. I'm not too sure what happened there, to be honest. I'd have to go back and review that. I can't comment on that at the moment. Sorry.
We won't be taking any questions at this time.
Question.
Yeah, but it was good overall. It was good, clean, fun racing. I must say, it was just
It really was fantastic to behold, and you employed such a reliable tyre strategy and pit strategy that you had such a great exit from the pits. I think you actually exited back into position 1, if I'm correct.
Absolutely. I was regretting the moment I passed the pits when the safety car was out. I was like, okay, I need to go to softs, and then split second decision, I did not do it, and then I saw Frey like rocket into the pits, and then I knew, okay, I'm in big trouble.
And you were like, damn.
But luckily the safety car, I could take it easy on the tires a bit. I was still on relatively fresh mediums, so I held out pretty well. I drove conservatively regarding the tires, and I feel I managed my ERS quite well, especially in the hairpin. I switched it off, so that allowed me to recover a lot of energy for the straights to keep Frey Frey at bay. It was just a matter of some tactics and ERS and time management that did the trick.
That is so profesh. But yeah, I must say, Spectre, there was quite a lot of competition. You had so much pressure coming at you this evening, not only from Mr. Frey Frey, but also Ace 555, also Hannibal, also Mr. Alf, who's apparently also second, so Ferrari second. So who are you looking forward to most to race against next week?
I'm hoping. It was a shame not being able to go up against God of War and Donkey Monkey specifically. So I'm hoping that they would both return next week for a good battle. It's always extremely exciting to verse those other 3 cars in the front pack. It makes for some extremely exciting racing. So I'm very looking forward to a very good China race.
Oh, we are too, I must say. We really are. It's fantastic having you returning to the podium now, game or match after match. So we're looking forward to it. But for now, Spectre, that's going to be me. I'm going to hand it over to Persephone for her part of the interview.
All good. Thank you so much.
Victor, let's do a trivia question.
Let's do it.
And I see they're answering in the chat, so let's see if you answer first or if the chat answers first. Anomaly will tell us.
You're up against Danky Monkey in the chat, Spectre.
I relinquish my victory.
No,
God.
no. Okay.
Is my tutor in F1.
Okay, but let's try. Let's try it. Let's try.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Who was the first British F1 world champion?
Yeah, sure. Why are you asking me all these old British drivers? Last time it was Jim Clark, and now it's this.
I don't know. This is just the questions that come up.
But if it helps, we do not have an answer from Danky in the chat as of yet.
Okay. Let's go with Jackie Stewart, maybe.
No, his name is Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. No. No, I wanted to say Mike Hunt, but that's not it. No, I don't know actually. What is it? Enlighten me.
I don't think it's Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt. Oh, what?
Mike Hawthorne.
Oh, Hawthorne. Okay, I would have never guessed that in a million years.
That's just fantastic.
But you know what? I feel enriched now. Thank you for teaching me something new today.
Persephone has that effect on everyone.
I do.
Don't change.
Spectre, thank you so much for joining us. You have a lot of love in chat there from Nikki Knox, and even more love coming there from Mr. Frey as well. So I do believe both us and the chat looks forward to seeing you next week. And good luck.
Cool. Thank you for your time, guys. Have a great evening. Cheers.
You too.
Cheers. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Let me just maybe before I start our outro, have a look here at our prediction. Let's see. Okay, so we actually have a 0% that Mr. Frey is gonna win. Then we have a 33% vote that Ace 555 was going to take the podium, and we have a 67% vote that Spectre Wolf was going to take the podium. So let's see if we can see who won. Okay, I can see one of the people that won. There's more than one. There's two people that voted for Spectre Wolf. I can't see both though. I can only see one. So well done there to Eastrand Geeks who predicted Spectre is going to win. And then whoever else also has predicted Spectre is going to win. Enjoy those couch pillows. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you for bearing with me during my illness and my flu. And just thank you for your support and your love. I know we appreciate it. I know our racers appreciate it. I know our organizers appreciate it. So yeah, everyone, we look forward to seeing you next week in China. Remember to have a good old time on the good old couch. This is going to be myself, I'm Anomaly, and my amazing co-host Persephone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, and may you have a splendid evening.